In the heart of the wilderness, as the Israelites waited for Moses, a storm of impatience brewed. The people, once led out of Egypt with miracles and wonders, now found themselves lost and desperate. They had seen the Red Sea part, but the memory of freedom was fading. In their panic, they turned to Aaron, the brother of Moses, and demanded gods they could see and touch. This act of rebellion against an invisible God marked a turning point, a moment that tested the very fabric of their newfound freedom and the covenant they had just made. The story of the golden calf, as recorded in the book of Exodus, is a powerful narrative that explores themes of faith, leadership, and the human tendency to seek immediate gratification. It is a story that, despite its ancient setting, resonates with modern audiences, offering timeless lessons about the nature of human behavior and the challenges of maintaining a spiritual community. Moses, the chosen leader, had been absent for 40 days and nights, receiving the 10 Commandments and the instructions for the tabernacle directly from God. The people, however, could not wait. Their fear and uncertainty led them to forget the miracles that had brought them to this point, and to revert to the familiar practices of their past. They asked Aaron to create a god, a tangible symbol of their hopes and fears, something they could worship and follow. Aaron, perhaps out of a desire to placate the people or a lack of conviction in his own leadership, complied. He instructed the people to bring their golden earrings, and from this gold he fashioned a golden calf. The people then declared, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up from the land of Egypt." This act was not just a moment of idolatry. It was a rejection of the God who had liberated them and a return to the comfort of the familiar, even if that familiar was a false god. When God saw what the people had done, his anger flared. He told Moses to go down from the mountain, for the people had broken the covenant. God's wrath was so great that he threatened to destroy the Israelites and make a new nation from Moses. This moment of divine anger is a stark reminder of the gravity of the people's actions. They had not just sinned, they had jeopardized the entire covenant that God had established with them. Moses, however, did not waver. He interceded on behalf of the people, reminding God of his promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He argued that destroying the Israelites would make God look weak and vindictive in the eyes of the Egyptians, who would say that God had brought the people out of Egypt only to destroy them. Moses' plea was not just an act of advocacy. It was a demonstration of his deep faith in God's character and the covenant that God had made. God relented, and Moses descended the mountain with the tablets of the covenant, only to find the people celebrating and worshiping the golden calf. The contrast between the sacred and the profane could not have been more stark. The people, who had just been given the law that would guide their lives, were now engaged in a wild, pagan celebration. This moment of conflict between the old and the new, between the familiar and the divine, is a central theme in the story. The aftermath of the golden calf incident was a time of reckoning. Moses destroyed the calf, and the people were punished. But the incident also led to a deeper understanding of the nature of faith and leadership. The people learned that their relationship with God was not based on the visible and tangible, but on the invisible and the transcendent. Moses, in his role as leader, demonstrated the importance of standing between God and the people, advocating for them even when they fail. The story of the golden calf is a cautionary tale about the dangers of impatience and the seductive power of the familiar. It reminds us that true faith requires trust, even in the face of uncertainty. It also highlights the critical role of leadership in guiding a community through moments of doubt and fear. Moses' intercession on behalf of the people is a powerful example of the kind of leadership that can bridge the gap between divine expectations and human imperfections. In the end, the story of the golden calf is not just about a single moment of rebellion, but about the ongoing journey of a people to understand and live out their covenant with God. It is a journey that continues to inspire and challenge us today, reminding us of the importance of faith, patience, and the courage to stand for what is right, even when it is difficult. In conclusion, the story of the golden calf is a powerful reminder that the path of faith is often fraught with challenges. But it is through these challenges that we learn and grow.